how would you describe the current situation across Europe, and what would you say are the most promising and worrying trends as regards to terrorism?
It's the most serious terrorist threat that we've seen in Europe for a generation, I think. That's because the scale of terrorist activity is very high. Our report that is produced today shows that over 700 people, for example, were arrested in Europe in 2016 for jihadist terrorist activity. And that's a figure that has increased every year for the last 5 years, a clear upward trend, therefore, in just the amount of activity. We know at Europol that there are thousands of radicalized individuals. We've seen a devastating run of attacks in Europe over the last 2 years. So it's very difficult for us to monitor all of these suspects in a way that can reduce the threat to zero. That's not going to happen. And that's what really worries me. What pleases me is the reaction of the law enforcement community around Europe in sharing much more intelligence through Europol and other means as well. In the fact that Europol, we supported over 120 operations last year, and the amount of content that we have removed from the internet by working with social media platforms around the world. So we're clearly fighting back, and we will defeat this form of international terrorism in the end. I'm sure we are. It's just that we're not fully safe just yet.
And from your experience, are there any factors on the ground within communities that make certain people more susceptible to terrorism?
I think what we see from the membership, or those that are associated with Daesh, for example, is a higher proportion than we've seen in the past of people who are from a disaffected, broken background. In fact, over 20% of them with registered history of mental illness. Who are involved maybe in low levels of crime when they were emerging through their teenage years. So these people are somewhat disaffected from their community and from their families, and they're seeking a sense of belonging somewhere. And the original use of the internet by ISIS to radicalize people have had an impact on these highly vulnerable people.